Hello, sleep family, and all other family followers, subscribers. I haven't done a video in a long time. I know, I always say that. Just been really busy on my journey, and getting on track is very frustrating, exhausting, but exciting at the same time. So I'm gonna go through everything today. The last video I made was the night before my surgery, so we'll just go from there. I went in, a bit of a waiting in the pre-op room and that, done until they get you all ready, put you in your gown, roll you around on the bed, which is pretty fun. Come on, like this minute. So that was pretty much the last I remember was sitting on scooting over onto the operating table. Anesthesia's just talking to me. And that was the last I remember. And then I woke up in post-op care, bit drowsy. Remember Dad being there, very drugged up. And excuse the mess behind me. We focus here. Don't block out. So, it's very drowsy. Obviously, still on drip or the narcotics that they call them, because they are sort of like they are. So still have that in. I had on the other side of me, I had blood pressure, the pump thingy, and it blows up, and so I had that on me all the time, and that was going off and on, so I could feel that going off and on every certain amount of time. Don't ask me about time. Time was a thing that did not exist. It was something that felt like maybe 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe it was like 2 hours, or it was like everywhere. So I knew where I was, sort of what time of day it was, but I didn't know time difference in between when the nurses came and that. I think it was that night I woke up. Yes, so that night I woke up, and I was just laying. I was feeling a bit sick. I know they brought me a vomit thingy, but again, I don't remember saying I was sick, or I don't know, maybe it was just my body feeling heavy, and that's what nausea, like you're on the gravitron. But so I know that was around 7, because that's when my dad came, and I know that he said he was coming at 7, and my dad was there, so that's something I know. And then I was going in and out of sleepiness, so that sort of, so I don't know if I was like, fall asleep, it's been 5 minutes, wake up, and then and then after they had left, I don't remember saying goodbye or anything, don't remember them saying goodbye. Later that night, they were trying to get me to go to the toilet, as I hadn't been, but I just gotten up and sitting on the side of the bed, and was not ready whatsoever. Either it was the drugs or what. I was just feeling so woozy and drained, and so they put me back in. And then they brought more nurses, and this is what I meant when I said I don't know whether they brought them straight away after or what, or if it was a couple more hours after. But they said they were going to give another try. So I said, okay, if they're trying to get me to do it, maybe I had to do it. Maybe I'm meant to be able to do it. So I thought, okay, let's do this. Mind you, I have got my drain, my little pot, which was about the size of my little drink. Probably about that much all the time. So I had to carry that around. but I was not worrying about that. I didn't even know really at that time I had it. So okay, let's do this. So I got up to the side of the bed, again sitting on the side of the bed. Okay, so right, I'm grabbing onto these nurses and I'm not letting go. So we got up, put on my feet, walk into the bathroom, not that far away. I got to the toilet, got to sit on, and could not do anything. I was so dry. I had no energy to go to the toilet. And all I could hear, I remember he's hearing it. No, she can't do anything. I'm like falling asleep, like leaning on the wall, trying to sleep. So they put me back in bed, and they had to put a catheter in. Wow, I remember that. I was like, didn't bother me. So that was that. That was it that night, I'm pretty sure. And then I wake up in the. I think again I was going in and out, tired. Now I'm sleeping. I don't remember sleeping and then waking up, because I was watching the clock. Because I was feeling more and more awake. I was waiting. I wanted to see my parents again, or wanted to be someone there and talk to. So I was looking at the clock and waiting for them to come in the morning. So it was around 7 o'clock. I did get breakfast. I thought, oh, really? Breakfast? Obviously on clear fluids, I did manage somehow. Again, I do not remember how, but I made myself a cup of coffee, and instead of pouring the hot water, which comes in one of those thermo cups, I put it into, I made the coffee in the thermo cup instead of like trying to spill. Tip the hot water into the coffee cup. And so I had some of that drink of that. So I spent an overnight in post-op, which was different from what they normally do, because normally they're by the afternoon. Well, I had afternoon, 12:30 was my op. But normally by late afternoon they've got you in your room and that. So I did not go to my room straight away that night. I stayed the night in post-op. So that was a bit different to what they normally do. So yes, woke up the next day. They said they're going to take me to my room. We had around 7 o'clock. It was showers time. So she's getting up, taking out everything, and that was a touch too. Taking me to the showers. I really thought that she was going to stay with me. I wasn't bothered what she said. I didn't care. I just didn't feel fine being by myself. I was still drowsy, and for some reason I had the shakes like nothing. It was like being freezing cold, like naked and wet in a cool room or in a freezer or something. It was like ridiculous, and she's like asking me if I'm normally this cold at home, and like, no, I'm like so anti-summer. But yes, shaking. She did say it could have been from the drugs, because as they are a narcotic, when they take it off you, you sort of go into withdrawals. And so she left me there. She gave me a green gown to put on after. I didn't really care about any of my soaps or any, I did pack like little bottle of my body soap just because it has that nice smell. But no, I did not care about anything. I wanted to have a shower, but I didn't care about anything. And so I'm holding this drain, this pot, like this heavy, and it wasn't this heavy as much, obviously, because this has 1 litre, but it feels exactly the same. So I'm holding that with one hand, holding the shower head with the other hand, and I'm trying to have a shower, and I look down, and my drain, the hole from where my drain is coming out, is bloody, and all this blood. I don't handle blood, so I'm already not in the right state of mind. And then just seeing this blood, it's gonna make me so much easier. So thankfully, thank God, she came back. I don't think I pressed the button, or I might have called out. I don't think she heard me, because I don't think I could have called out that loud to hear through the doors and whatnot. Yes, I was falling in and out of consciousness. She was rushing by herself to get me this gown on me, and I was rushed to the bed. And then all of a sudden, all these nurses around me, and they're all trying to attach everything back up, and just seeing what's happening with me. I do remember one of them saying that it's low blood pressure. So I was really drowsy, groggy, or whatever what causes that, from the dizziness and whatnot. So I was back in the bed, but I did get some water on me, so I was sort of clean. No, I don't remember. See, this is not making sense. This is what I mean about time. Maybe the catheter was put in the morning, because I don't remember. I kind of gone for a shower with the catheter. Okay, so catheter was put in the morning, because I do know I went for a shower in the morning. As per army sort of thing, get up in the morning, go for a shower. Okay. Anyway, and so, and then went to my room, settled into my room. Now, problems, I stayed in hospital for 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days. So Friday afternoon, about lunchtime, I was released. Discharged. So yes, main problems what I had, apart from carrying around the drain, or having the drain sticking out of me, because I was just worried I was going to knock it. Or your intestine's going to fall out. Ridiculous like that. The problems I had was gas. Apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, but they used the gas to sort of like blow you up to give them more room to work around, apparently. And so the only way to get rid of the gas is to walk around the ward, walking, letting it out. Yep, that ends, just let it out. That one rip. But my problem was I couldn't walk around because I wasn't getting enough fluids. I got to the state of dehydration. I had very cracked lips, but I could not get any fluid down. It was very hard. Apple juice tasted like crap to me. I guess it was the reflux, that I had that yucky taste in my mouth, which was just ruining everything. Coffee was not my espresso that I have from my machine. Mind you, I don't drink those anymore now. I'm back to Nescafe. So yes, it was just the hospital coffee. I was sort of getting it down, but again, not much. I did have, what saved me was a nice PCA lady. So they're not nurses, but they do go around and they change the bins in all the rooms, or they just do bits and pieces, but they're not cleaners. Okay, so I had this lovely lady, and she came and got me. We got my little pot, and she got all the sick bag. And she literally walked around the whole ward with me, holding my hand, talking. And I got these massive paw slippers. I got purple hair going everywhere. So it's like, and the purple, the green, it just went beautiful. So yeah, so we did one lap, and then later on she came again, and we did another lap. And slowly that helped the gas go. The gas was also affecting my drinking as well, so it made it easier once that disappeared a bit to drink more. Another thing that I found easier was to put in a Powerade bottle or a pump bottle that has a sipper. Once I did that, which I did it on the night before, I did that, and it was so much easier for me to drink. I mean, also, I think I was worried about, because they say sip, 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 sipping, sips only. I was always like scared to drink too much, and that, so that kept it nice and controllable. I could just go in it, and the funny taste in my mouth was going. Apparently, it wasn't oral flush because I didn't have any pains, so there was nothing that could help me for that taste in my mouth. Apparently, I have really, really bad breath, according to Mum. So I hadn't even brushing teeth, and that wasn't really helping much. Thank you. So yeah, I should get onto my stats. So that it was fine. So three nights and 4 days in hospital. Do not laugh when you go. Oh, it is very painful to laugh. I had five holes. Actually, let's see if I can show. I have. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're actually quite healed very well. They're very flat on that. So yes. Obviously the one where the stomach came out is one where the drain is as well. My surgeon came and visited me every morning, 7 o'clock. Half drowsy, didn't even know half the stuff he said. I was like, yeah, I'm fine, yeah. Yes, so okay, so let's get the stats. I know this is going to be a long video because I didn't do that. Okay, so when I went in to hospital, which was St John of God in Mount Audley, Perth, I was 108 kilos. When I came out, I was 103 kilos. So whether that is stomach weight, with conjoined with not drinking enough and just having 2 days or 3 days of not eating anything, really, you're on clear fluids, aren't you? So yes, 1 week after that, I went down to 101. The next week after that, because weigh-ins are once a week, I do on Wednesdays. 1 week after that, hit my first goal of under 100 kilos of 99.9. 1 week after that is 99.8 kilos. And today, which is 99.6 kilos. Now there's another week missing. It's not missing. I had 1 week store straight away. I mean, since the first week, the week I got home. So from the Tuesday to the next Tuesday, I was stored on 103 kilos for 1 week. So it was like, already? But yes. So at the moment, in regards to what food I'm eating, I'm on a puree / soft foods trying it out stage, which includes, for me, scrambled eggs, soft fleshed fish, so white fish, tin tuna but with a sauce, and you can add, normally a lot of people do with mayo. What else? Yogurts. I mean, obviously you got yogurt and custard and that from your puree. A lot of the puree I've been having is mashed pumpkin, or like mashed potato but pumpkin, mashed potato, and pumpkin and sweet potato. I have not been going well with soft foods in general. It's more about, I think, the amounts of food that I'm having. For example, today for lunch I got sushi. Obviously trying to get protein up. I'd rather just have the fish by itself, nothing, because you don't fit much in. So I had like the thinnest slice of fish. I'm not sure what fish it was. It was maybe that big, and it was thin, like paper thin, like they normally do in the sushi bits. I had that, and I felt a sickness in my stomach. It wasn't really like I'd overeaten, because that's normally here, and I feel that, and that's when I feel like someone's choking me, and you get those pains from here down to there, and you have to wait, and then you get the white stuff, liquidy stuff, cloudy stuff that comes out of your mouth until you sort of vomit everything up, which you have, which was pretty much nothing. So I've been having even for another example, the family had tacos. I had deconstructed taco, didn't have the taco. I had the mincemeat with the sauce, the taco sauce that goes on top to it, just to make it extra saucy. Had 2 teaspoons and threw it up. So that it's a bit discouraging because you're not getting enough protein. Even if I had a quarter of a cup, I would have been happy. But no, 2 teaspoons, and it wasn't sitting well. So, and then I resort going back to my soups because my soups sit well. So yes, I'm going now. So I'm between puree and soft foods. Just trying out other soft foods. I mean, if you are thinking going on this journey, you'll be going through this and you'll be trying everything all over again, every single food all over again, to see first if you like it, to see second if it will sit well in your tummy, if you're digesting it well. You have to try everything over. So I tried halloumi for the first time the other day. It wasn't bad, but just wasn't my cup of tea. Today I had Danish feta, which I love before, and I'm glad that hasn't changed. So for my coffee, I don't like my espresso coffee. As of yet, obviously it can change later. Some of my mother's cooking, her spaghetti sauces and that too, they're ridiculously salty. I have been very thirsty. I can get easily my 2 litres. This is one. So I easily get my 2 litres a day. My doctor suggests 1.7. That's his minimum you have to hit. So I'm definitely hitting that. And yes. So anything else? I have, so according to my 2 weeks after my operation, dietitian appointment, I'm doing fine. There's not really a where you're meant to be sort of thing, what certain amount of time. So, but I say I'm doing well. So I'm pretty happy with the process I've made, progress I've made so far. I have my next dietitian appointment on the 13th of July. So that's coming. That'll be my 6th week, and then I think my next one after that is my 3-month. So yeah, hopefully I'll have soft foods down packed and sort of go into the next, which is more your fruit. Like your fruit. Sometimes I do miss having a fruit. Like you want an apple, you can't have an apple too hard. Or you want lettuce or you just want to have a salad, something fresh, as you can't have it because it's too hard at this moment. Dairy, milk. I mean, I can have custard. Custard's fine. But milk in such as yogurt, certain ice creams, it just, now I say goes through me. It probably takes 30 minutes, but it literally goes through me. It gives me stomach aches and that. So milk is not sitting really well. Which is a pity because I thought I'd be able to enjoy yogurts. And yogurts, you got your chobani, and that is a good protein you can add in for a snack. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm giving it a go. Everyone's journey is different. So you don't know until you actually go on the journey what you're going to be prepared for, what you're going to have to do, and all that. I will say one thing to last. I am wearing a beanie. It is probably around 15 degrees in Perth today. But ever since having the operation, and there's a lot of people have had this problem, or not problem, I guess it's not a problem, maybe it's the fat moving away and you haven't got your little heat insulation. But I've been freezing cold. I've got fingerless gloves I get. I've got a million beanies, so really cold. But yes, that's one thing. My fat's melting away, my installation's going. So yes, so that is the end of today. I'll try and keep it not too, like, I know 30 minutes to sit and watch video is a long time. I'm not sure how to edit those yet to make it shorter. But yeah, we're just having a tea, we're just having a drink, sitting down, having a chat. But I'll sure to make do my next one a bit closer so that we do it's less longer. So guys, thank you for watching. You sat here for 30 minutes. Hopefully I gave you some information for your journey that's coming up, or if you're already on your journey. And I hope that you got some information and some insight that might help you on yours. So, see ya.